Hey, welcome back to BuQeye Barbecue. Today we're going to do our second installment of smoked cream cheese. A couple reasons I'm going to do smoked cream cheese again. First of all, there's like a million combinations and different things you can do with it. The cream cheese is just good at taking whatever flavor profile you want to throw at it. So I've got something different to do today. Also, the smoked cream cheese video was like one of my very first videos, and I am no Steven Spielberg today, but I've gotten a little bit better at my videography, barely anyway. So I'm hoping to do a little bit better of a video today in this second smoked cream cheese video. Last thing I'll say is the Buckeyes have that team up north this weekend, so big weekend for college football in our house. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. As you can see by my chapeau here, it is cold here in the Buckeye State. Winter is definitely setting in, but that's not going to stop us from cooking outside. So keep looking for new posts. If you get a second during this video, if you'd like it, and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already done so, I'd be greatly appreciative of that. Otherwise, let's get started on this smoked cream cheese. Okay, let's get things started here. So, a couple of things to point out here at the beginning. First of all, I'm doing this on a cast iron pan. This is actually came with my Uni, or it was a separate purchase, but it's from Uni, where I got my pizza oven. I like doing it on cast iron because it retains heat, so it keeps the cream cheese dip warm for a while, which is nice if you're hosting a get-together or whatever, you're serving it to a group. Although I gotta say, this smoked cream cheese goes pretty fast, so it doesn't stick around all that long anyway. But it's still kind of nice to have something that keeps it warm. It will stick to the cast iron though, so because of that, I have some clarified butter that I'm going to brush on to the pan. I'm not going to use a lot. It's just, frankly, it's easier to clean up. You can still eat it just fine. I made the mistake of not doing this the last time that I made smoked cream cheese, so it's not a big deal, but it does make it easier to clean up if you give it a little brushing. And some sort of cooking spray is fine. I would use butter flavored cooking spray on this, but whatever you got will be fine. Just give it a little bit of a spray. And from there, we're just going to put our block of cream cheese down. Try to do it without touching or dropping it here. There we go. And I've done these like two at a time on a bigger cast iron pan before. Works really well. You can do different flavor profiles and just set them on the same cast iron dish. I've used other dishes. Everything from a foil pan or a glass dish would work fine. Next thing I'm going to do is cut some cross hatches in the top of the cream cheese. This will allow it to open up a little bit. Actually, is a pretty good presentation when you do it like this. And I also find that the cream cheese will open up and accept more of your rub if you do this. So it's kind of breaking off there a little bit, but it won't hurt anything. It will be just fine. Put this piece back up there. There we go. And now today's flavor profile, and the thing that makes this different than the first time we did this, is I'm going to do a dessert smoked cream cheese. So I've got some of Uncle Steve's shake here, and it's the sweet dessert shake. I actually like his rubs really well. I've got 3 or 4 different kinds of them, and this is one that you don't see a lot of from other rub companies. So I sort of like this for doing something like this smoked cream cheese. You could also just use cinnamon and sugar if you wanted to achieve this same flavor profile as we're looking for. This has got a couple different kinds of sugar and a little salt added, but cinnamon and sugar would essentially get you to the same place. But I'm going to use this Uncle Steve's today, and we're just going to season it up just like we would if it were a piece of meat. And whenever I do this, I sort of like to lift up the edges a little bit and try to get it on the sides as much as possible. It's not always easy to do, frankly, and you want to be careful not to drop it off your pan. And the other thing I'll do is, as this opens up in the smoker and warms up, you'll see those cross hatches open. I might even come back and add just a little more rub to where it's open, because you're going to find more surface area there that you can get some flavor to. So that is essentially what we're going to do. I've got the Weber smoke fire, and you can do this on any smoker. I'm using the pellet smoker today, mostly because it's cold out and I want to set it and forget it. So that's what we're going to use, but use whatever smoker you like, and you could really even do this in the oven if you wanted. I've got this smoker set on 225. You could do a low oven temperature. You'll lose the smoking effect, of course, but it would still be pretty good. So with that, we're going to put this in the smoker behind me, and we will bring you back. So we're going to put this right in the center of the smoker. Again, I've got it set on 225. I don't have an ambient probe in right now, but I'm not concerned about it. It won't be that much off temperature, and we're just going to let it go. I'm not even going to worry about turning this. It's not that big of a deal, and we will probably leave it on a good hour before we even look at it. It's probably going to be maybe 90 minutes to 2 hours of smoke time here, and then we will get it out and dig in. So we'll bring you back soon. Okay, our cream cheese has been on an hour. Looking good, opening up a little bit. Just gonna spin it around, just help it cook evenly. Yep, getting pretty soft. It smells really good too. So we're going to let it go another 30 minutes. At that point, I will probably add a little more rub to it, let it open up just a little bit more, add a little more rub to it, and then probably let it go another 15 to 30 minutes, and we'll be done and trying it. So we'll see you shortly. Okay, we're about 90 minutes in. I'm going to add some Uncle Steve's dessert shake just to finish it off. Try to get it down in those crevices that were created by the heat. There we go. Probably going to leave it on another 15 to 30 minutes. One of the things about the smoked cream cheese is there's no real time it's done. If you need it done in an hour, it'll be done in an hour. I sort of like 90 minutes as a guide. You can go anywhere from 225 to 275 on temperature. I've never had a problem. It always turns out great. So it's really forgiving and very flexible. So just make it your own. Great appetizer. So we'll bring you back when we take it off here shortly. Okay, so total we've been on about an hour and 45 minutes, and we're gonna pull this off. Looks great. I really love this rub because it's pretty coarse. It is not just, you know, as powdery as some rubs. So the cinnamon and the other stuff in the mixture, turbinado, sugar, etc., it gives it a coarseness that I really like. So we're going to come back in just a moment and do our final preparation of our smoked cream cheese, and then we'll try it. Alright, so let's get this prepped and we'll give her a try. So obviously there are a ton of different things you can do with this. I've actually got some strawberry preserves I put in the microwave for I think 20 seconds just to loosen them up a little bit. They're definitely warm, they're not hot. I wanted to avoid putting anything cold on the smoked cream cheese because part of what makes it so good is it being warm. So I'm just going to add that to the top. You could use anything you wanted here, and you don't have to use something like a fruit topping either. You could just do the seasoning and it would be great. I've used honey on this, which turns out really well, I think, as well. So there we go. So I've got graham crackers here, which I think they go really well with this application of the smoked cream cheese. So this is what we're going to use to test her out. And so we'll bring you back here in just a second and we'll try this one on camera. Okay, just to recap what we did. We took just a brick of Philadelphia cream cheese. We scored the top of it and put it on a cast iron pan. Again, use any pan you want. And we then used Uncle Steve's shake, his dessert shake, which I really like for an application like this. And we put it on the Weber smoke fire, running at about 225 degrees for about an hour and 45 minutes. Again, all kinds of flexibility there to get done when you need to get done. So don't worry if you don't have an hour and 45 minutes. You could do this in 45 minutes to an hour and still impart some smoke flavor and make the cream cheese good. So then we took it out. We did add a little more shake while it was on the cooker, and then we took it out and warmed up some strawberry preserves. Again, do whatever you want. If you don't want strawberry preserves, you could do just about anything there, including honey or something like that. So now we're going to use a graham cracker and we're going to give this a shot. And I'm just going to, the nice thing about it is you can dunk that cracker right in the cream cheese and it's really, really good. It's soft enough, you don't need a spreading knife or anything like that, so let's give it a shot. Okay, so if I don't hurry this inside, my family will be mad at me. So I'm gonna make this really quick. I am gonna have another one though. That is so good. That is like cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake. That is so freaking good. You have to do this. You will not regret it. Really good. Oh man. We haven't even had dinner yet either. It's 5 o'clock, we haven't had dinner, and I'm about to take this inside. Wow. Thanks so much for stopping by and giving this video a shot. Do me a favor, like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'd greatly appreciate it, and we'll see you next time at BuQeye Barbecue. And go Bucks, OH, beat that team up north. See you next time.